Paige, a 27-year-old housewife. Half a year ago, it was decided that my husband, Thomas, had to work away from home, so I live with my daughter, Pam, who just entered first grade. Today is a weekend and the weather is nice, so should I go out? I'm starting to feel hungry too, so I thought it might be nice to go eat lunch. So I asked Pam if there was anywhere she wanted to go to. Then she quickly answered, "Pam wants to eat sushi!" She made a request, so we decided to go to the sushi restaurant nearby. We got ready, and when we opened the door to leave, I unexpectedly came across someone who I didn't really want to see. Hey there. Oh, are you going somewhere? Oh, hello, Serena. Actually, we were just about to go outside. Huh, that's lucky. Let Mel and I join you guys. We came here to see you. Oh, this is Serena. I have a brother who's 5 years older than me, and Serena was his wife. You may ask why I didn't want to see her. Well, she's the same age as my brother, so she's 5 years older than me, but she has absolutely no manners. As soon as she got to know that my husband was working away from home, she would visit without telling me beforehand and does whatever she wants at my house before she leaves. And that's not it. She would bring home the snacks I stocked up for Pam or the dishes I cooked beforehand and stored in the fridge without telling me anything. So that's why she's the visitor I don't want to see the most. Ugh. Well, my niece, Mel, is the same age as Pam. She's also a menace because she grew up watching her own mother. But when she says that she wants to play with Pam, I can't say no, and I end up letting them inside. Hey, are you listening? Oops, sorry. I was zoning out a bit. I'm asking you if we can join you. We haven't even had lunch yet, so maybe not today. Even when I refused, she would come up with all kinds of excuses, so I was really struggling. But it was 2 p.m. already. Actually, we had breakfast late today, so we were having lunch late as well. I hoped that she would give up, but... It's fine. We visited you hoping you'd cook for us, so we haven't had lunch yet, too. If we're going out to eat, I am more than happy to join. What the hell? You're here to be served food? No one can be more annoying than her. For us, this is nothing to be happy about. I tried to hold in my frustration, and she wouldn't go home no matter how firmly I refuse. So they ended up joining us. It's not like I'm not close to my brother. She was like this, but because she's my brother's wife, I couldn't act too harsh. So, what are we going to eat? We were thinking of sushi. No! When I said that, Mel, who had been silent all this time, suddenly made a fuss with a loud voice. Huh? No! Mel wants hamburger steak! Mel doesn't want sushi! Mom, you told me that Aunt Paige would cook hamburger steak for us! What? She stomped her foot and she shrieked, making my ears hurt. Wait, I never promised to cook hamburger steak for her. I glanced at Serena, but she didn't even try to calm Mel down. I know, I'm not feeling sushi as well. I feel sorry for Mel. She was so excited to eat hamburger steak. But, hamburger steak! Hamburger steak! Ugh, irritating. Ugh, what do they want me to do? We've already decided to go eat sushi upon Pam's request. There is nothing we can do. First of all, you're trying to tag along forcefully, but why do we have to change plans for you? When I was struggling, then let's go eat hamburger steak. Pam loves hamburger steak too, Pam said as she smiled widely. Pam, are you sure? I thought you wanted sushi. It's fine. Let's go eat sushi on another day. Oh, what a good girl she is. Pam, she knew I was struggling, so she read the room. Although Pam said so, Mel still continued to make a fuss in a loud voice, unaware of what Pam said. Gosh, can't she learn from Pam a bit? I know I shouldn't compare them, though, but I can't help but think why she's so different from Pam, you know? But like Mel wanted to, we went to a restaurant that served hamburger steak. But they didn't order hamburger steak. Mel, who said she wanted to eat hamburger steak, ordered the Wagyu steak that was the most expensive on the menu instead. And Serena also ordered the same Wagyu steak. And they didn't finish the food, saying they were too full. I also couldn't help but wonder if they can eat the food with better manners. Rice was all over the table, and the meat was cut into small pieces and was a mess. They shouldn't play with food. It made me mad. Serena, I think you should eat with better manners. Huh? We're the customers. It's up to us how we want to eat our food. But Mel also made a mess. Mel, who grew up watching her mother, also ate like a baby despite being in first grade already. Then Pam advised them.
Auntie, did you know? There are 7 gods inside a single grain of rice.
Huh?
So you have to eat each piece carefully. You can't waste all this food. Mel, I bet you also learned about the SDGs at school. SDG? We're living in a sustainable era now.
Hey, what kind of nonsense are you talking about?
Mom and I will pay for all the food for now, and I'll ask Uncle for the bill later.
Huh? What?
I assume you didn't bring any money with you on purpose? I think you should start thinking about how to explain this to Uncle and make a vindication.
As expected from Pam.
Mom, what does vindication mean? Is it good?
You better remember about this day.
Don't worry, I have a high IQ compared to you, so there's no way I'm going to forget. Mel, your mom's feeling awkward and wants to go home.
Serena took Mel, who looked confused, and went home looking mad. Thanks, Pam. Let's definitely go eat sushi next time.
Yes!
Oh, right. How about we visit Dad next weekend?
Yay! I'm so excited!
Pam and I quickly contacted my brother. Along with what happened today, we told him about how selfish she's been acting in detail. Then it turns out that my brother had no idea that Serena and Mel often visited our house. He apologized to us, but we told him honestly that it was troublesome and that we didn't want them to visit. Well, to be completely honest, I wouldn't feel better unless they directly apologized to us. Shortly after that, I bet my brother warned them, so the two of them stopped visiting and we were back to having a peaceful life. One day, a few weeks later, Julie, who just moved next door, suddenly paid us a visit. Hello, is anybody home? Yes, who are you? My name is Julie, I just moved next door. Oh, hello, nice to meet you. I got you a gift as a greeting. Thank you for your kindness. The elegant-looking woman said it was a greeting, but it felt like she was peeking inside my house, and I felt some distrust. What's wrong? Oh, this might sound rude, but do you have any children around the age of elementary school kids? Huh? Yes, I do. I knew it! You knew it? Did my daughter do something? I met her for the first time, so I would be surprised if Pam had already met her, but Pam hadn't come home from school yet. When I was pondering, Julie said with furrowed brows, I don't want to say this when it's our first meeting, but although she might be in elementary school already, I don't think it's a good idea to leave your child unattended. What? And you have to teach her that she shouldn't do dangerous things like throwing rocks at people. Huh? What are you talking about? Leave my child unattended, throw rocks? What is she talking about? I'm a housewife, and we're talking about Pam here. Pam throwing rocks at someone? No way. I was confident to say that. You should know that very well too, right? So I said firmly, my daughter will never do something like that. No, I'm pretty sure she was sitting down on the road where many cars pass by, so I got worried and asked her. When I asked her where she lived, she pointed at your house saying she was your daughter. Huh? Wait, there's no way. I told her that it was getting late and that it was dangerous, so she shouldn't be sitting here. She started throwing rocks at me, shouting, "Shut up!" Wait, Pam would never do that. So, when I was about to scold her, she ran away. No, there's no way that's possible. She pointed to this house and said she was my daughter? My only daughter is Pam. But no, that's impossible. Julie went home after telling me to educate her better and warn her, but we exchanged contacts just in case. It looked like she was genuinely worried about children, so I bet she's not a bad person, but I was having mixed feelings. Then Pam came home from school, so I asked her about it.
There's no way that's me.
Right.
Do you think I'd ever do something so risky in the open?
You're right.
First of all, if I had any time to waste sitting on the side of the road, I'd come home early and read Shakespeare, which you bought for me recently. I just reached the climax of Timon of Athens. I haven't talked with anyone I don't know, and no one came up to me, too. And there's no way I'd do something so childish like throwing rocks to people.
Right. Then who was she talking about? More questions were forming in my mind, making me even more curious. I checked with Pam and told her what happened, and to Julie, I told her that it was not my daughter, but she didn't seem to approve. A few days later, as I promised with Pam, we're visiting her dad who's working away from home. Not only was the weather nice, but he lived near the beach, so the breeze was also nice and perfect. We were planning to stay over at his place, so we won't be going to a sushi chain. But my husband generously made a reservation at a nice sushi restaurant, so I was also very excited. When we were about to leave for the sushi restaurant and took out my phone, I realized something. Julie gave me a call? Wait, she's been giving me so many calls. I put my phone on vibration mode, so I didn't realize. Hello? You finally answered. What are you doing? What? Where are you now? Huh? Where am I now? Julie sounded furious. When I was confused and didn't answer, she said, "The police are here." Police? I was so surprised. Why are the police visiting us? I warned you last time, but how dare you leave a small child alone? What are you doing? Wait. I have absolutely no idea. Wait, what do you mean by that? My child is right here with me. Huh? Wait, no way. But the girl who's being questioned by the police right now is the girl who threw rocks at me. She says that she's your daughter. Huh? My daughter is with me and my husband right now. What is going on? So Julie lent her phone to the police so I could talk directly to them. When I asked them, it really seemed like she claimed to be my daughter. She kept on playing in my garden even after it got dark, so someone called the police. I asked the police a favor and had her talk with me on the phone, but I quickly realized who it was after hearing her voice.
Hello?
That voice. Is that you, Mel?
Oh, Auntie! Hey! When are you coming home? I'm hungry.
What? What are you saying? Auntie is not going home today. By the way, where is your mom?
She's going out, so she told me to wait for you to come home. Hey, come home early. Mel is hungry.
Yes, it was Mel who threw stones at Julie after she talked to her. It looks like Serena left Mel near my house and went somewhere else on her own. Turns out that Serena told her to answer that she was my daughter if anyone asked her. I really can't deal with them. I told Julie and the police that she was my niece, and I quickly called my brother so that he could pick her up. I can't forgive her. I can never forgive her. Is she really a mother? I can't believe it. Leaving her own daughter in someone else's garden, I was super furious. So of course I had to take action. I had to teach my troublesome sister-in-law a lesson the hard way. The next day, Serena visited us looking furious.
Oh, I think she's here, Mom.
Looks like it.
Hey, can I also join the plan?
Pam, you're enjoying it, huh? A moth flying into the flame. Hey, the police scolded me good time yesterday, and my husband yelled at me for 3 hours straight because of you. Oh, really?
I wonder if you were able to say goodbye to your incompetent self within the 3 hours.
Wait, huh? What are you? And then what? You also told my parents, huh? They took Mel away from me, and they even broke relations with me. That's pretty obvious.
I think Mel is able to walk the right path now.
Wait, that's mean. And? Oh, come on. If you were home yesterday, things wouldn't have turned out this way. It's your fault for not being at home.
Mom, I think she doesn't learn from her mistakes.
Yes, she's right. She doesn't regret anything she did. Actually, I still had hidden plans to punish her. Yay. Maybe it's time to show her what plans I got. Serena, where did you go while leaving Mel at our house?
Oh, looks like you don't want to answer that.
Is it a place where you can't take your children with you? What?
What? You haven't thought about what excuse to make to this question? Wow, a very sloppy and irresponsible act.
I actually know what you've been doing and with whom. Uh-huh.
In this situation, Shakespeare would have said, even something, however beautiful, becomes ugly and bizarre by an act. Depressed Lily sets the smell more terrible than weed free in a universe.
Will you tell us the truth, or should we reveal what we know? Who'd panic so much? But I found out. I knew from the beginning that this would happen. I guessed right that she would visit my house. I also guessed right that she would not be able to say anything after I point this out. Then I guess I'll have the person come in. Yep, I still have hidden plans. I sneakily opened the door to the back room. Then my brother, my parents, and Serena's parents, who looked bright red in the face out of rage, appeared from the door. And a young woman had also joined us. I knew she would come to complain, and I imagined that she would never learn from her mistakes, so I called her relatives beforehand. The things we've been talking about, everyone had heard it. Hey, Serena, the person you went to meet, leaving Mel all alone, is her husband, right?
Checkmate!
Yes, the young woman who joined us was the wife of the man who Serena had been having an affair with. Serena got pale and started to tremble with fear, so Pam and I went out of the room. Then from behind the door that we closed, we heard Serena's screams and Mina's yells. After that, she was literally sent on her way to hell. She got divorced with my brother and was drowning in debt from paying compensation money and child support. The guy she was having an affair with also got a divorce and is now in an endless loop of debts. Serves them right, though. They not only neglected their child, but they also caused so much trouble to her sister-in-law and were actually cheating on their partners. I heard that she wept and begged for mercy from my brother, but he ignored her. He questioned her about everything, and I heard that he made her pay all the compensation money and child support at once. Serena had to work in a faraway island and seemed like she could never come back to the mainland. By the way, my brother got custody over Mel, but it turns out that Serena's parents were very nice people, and he told me that he's moving to the countryside where his parents-in-law live so he can take better care of Mel. And after Mel started living away from Serena, she quickly learned manners and developed a better personality. It made me realize how important the environment is and the adults are around the child. By the way, we weren't able to go eat sushi that day because of this commotion, so today was our third try. We're here at an expensive sushi restaurant. Pam, this is delicious, isn't it?
Yeah, delicious! It's like my cheeks are falling off. And Dad is also home, so I'm super happy.
Yep, that's right. My husband is done working away from home and he's moved back in with us.
Of two most rare affections, heavens rain soy sauce on that which breeds between 'em.
What?
Oh, it's from Shakespeare's The Tempest Act 3 Scene 1. I arranged Prospero's line with a touch of sushi.
Okay, I see. Pam looked more excited than usual because her dad was here with her today. I think I'll be able to have a peaceful life from now on. I'm Paige, a high school senior. I live in a tiny studio apartment with my parents. My mom's a housewife, but it's not because we're financially comfortable. My dad hops from job to job, and right now he's unemployed. I go to school while working a part-time job, barely managing to keep us afloat. Because of that, things like our electricity or gas getting shut off happen all the time. My parents want me to start working full-time as soon as possible. Deep down, I dream of going to college, but let's be real, it's not going to happen. As soon as I got home, I heard my parents in the middle of an intense argument. What are we supposed to do now?
Do we have to skip town?
Great, I thought. I walked in at the worst possible time. But living in a tiny studio means there's no way to avoid them. They saw me immediately. Oh, Paige, when's your next paycheck? What the heck? Why are you suddenly asking me that?
Like her part-time job will solve anything.
I was seriously panicking, but I didn't dare ask what was going on. Instead, I blurted out that I had to head to work and dashed out of the apartment as fast as I could. Oh, you're asking if it's okay for me to just ignore all this? It's fine, really. Stuff like this happens all the time. They probably got themselves into some kind of money trouble again. My parents have taken out loans over and over in the past, but ever since they declared bankruptcy 3 years ago, they shouldn't be able to borrow any money, at least not from any legitimate financial institutions. That night, my parents told me that they had taken out a loan from a less than reputable source. With the added interest, the total came to $58,400. My entire paycheck was now going toward repaying the debt. But let's be real, there's no way my part-time job could make a dent in $58,400. I tried taking on more shifts, but between school and work, I was only getting about 3 hours of sleep a night. I was completely worn out. A month later, I came home from work to find my parents chatting happily with a man I didn't know. Well, let's just say he was quite large.
Oh, our precious Paige has come home.
Huh? Our precious treasure? What the heck is going on here?
Well, well. So this is the famous young lady I've heard so much about.
What rumors? And who even are you? The man, dressed in luxury brand clothes that looked totally out of place in our rundown apartment, was staring at me with a sly grin. Paige, sweetheart, this gentleman is the son of Mr. Johnson, who owns multiple shopping complexes. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't see. And what's with the sweetheart? They're definitely up to something shady.
Master Sam, Paige is our most precious treasure, but we'd feel perfectly comfortable entrusting our beloved daughter to you.
What? Wait, isn't this going in a weird direction?
Please, do whatever you like with her.
What? It's going in a weird direction, full speed ahead. Paige, you'll be so happy if you marry this gentleman. Marry?
Marrying a wealthy family is the best thing that could happen. We chose such a wonderful man for your happiness, Paige.
I didn't ask for this. Plus, I'm still in high school. I can't get married.
Well, that's true.
Oh, maybe this guy has some sense after all.
It'd be unfair for you to have to change your name while still in school. Let's wait until you graduate before we become husband and wife.
No way! Our lives depend on you, Paige.
You're so beautiful, Paige.
This guy is seriously into this.
You have no right to refuse. If you marry me, I'll make sure you graduate high school, have plenty to eat, and never have to work part-time again.
Wait, you're kidding me, right? Ugh.
Nice to meet you, Paige.
I'm doomed. My life is over. I don't remember much of what happened after that. I packed up my few belongings in a matter of minutes and left home, only to be ushered into a luxury car with a chauffeur, headed straight to the man's house. Being a wealthy family, of course, his home was a sprawling mansion, so massive it didn't even fit in my line of sight.
Starting today, you're mine, Paige.
Ugh, no way.
I paid $87,000 to cover your parents' debt, so you'll do exactly as I say.
Ugh. Oh no.
First, you're never to contact your parents again.
Huh? Yes. Oh, well, actually, that's a relief. I didn't feel any love for my parents anyway. Even if someone told me to save them, I wouldn't want to. How dare they sell me off to pay their debt?
Second, you'll attend the university I choose for you.
Wait, I can go to university?
Of course. You're going to be part of my family now, after all.
Oh, yes, thank you. So that's how it was. A prestigious family like his must care about things like education and status. As much as I hated the situation, I couldn't help feeling a tiny bit happy about getting the chance to go to university. But then Sam told me the name of the school, and it turned out to be an ultra-competitive university. A few months later, today is the day of my university entrance exam results. I'm scheduled to check the results with Sam. Actually, I don't live with Sam. He insisted we not live together until we're married, so I've been enjoying a carefree life in his mansion. It's been a while since I last saw him.
Long time no see, Paige.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well then, shall we check the results?
Okay. Then the results were available online. There it is! Unbelievably, I had passed the entrance exam for the highly competitive university. What? I actually pulled it off? Starting this spring, I'll finally get to live the college life I've dreamed of.
If you'd failed, I wouldn't have been able to welcome you into my family.
What? So if I hadn't passed, there wouldn't have been any talk of marriage? Did I just put in all that effort for nothing?
Well then, let me explain the plan from here on out.
Okay.
And
Huh?
then this.
What? Sam's plan was completely unexpected. It made me wonder if maybe my life wasn't completely doomed after all. Fast forward to graduation day, the day that would change my destiny. Today is my high school graduation ceremony. After the ceremony, I returned to the mansion only to find Sam waiting with my parents. Apparently, my father had begged Sam to let him see me, so I had no choice but to meet them. Congratulations, Paige! Wow, you've been living in a mansion like this?
This place is insane. Hey, can we move in too? We're in a tough spot since we got notice to leave the apartment.
My parents, who I hadn't seen in a while, didn't seem interested in me at all. They were completely mesmerized by the mansion. So, when's the wedding?
Paige is finally joining a rich family, huh? Looks like we're set for life.
They were way too hyped up. But I wonder how long that enthusiasm will last.
Oh, I have no intention of marrying Paige. What? Then what about our debt and living expenses?
Yeah, we can't survive without Paige taking care of us.
I believe I already took care of your debts, didn't I? Do you know how many months it's been since then? Of course we've racked up new debts.
That's not something to brag about, though. Apparently, my parents had actually taken on new debt, planning to have it covered once I became Sam's wife. That's enough. Paige, starting tomorrow, you're going to work hard and pay it all back. Huh? You've got to be kidding, right?
What? Paige is already set to attend university. She won't be able to work until she graduates.
Exactly. Any debt you've created is yours to handle.
What kind of nonsense is this?
That's right. We can't afford to send Paige to university.
Oh, I'm well aware. That's why I'll be covering her tuition and living expenses. Paige will need to focus solely on her studies for the time being. Wait, Sam, you're paying for it? But you said you weren't going to marry her! That's true. I don't plan to marry Paige. However, I genuinely want to support her. I'm happy to spend whatever it takes to ensure her success.
Really?
That's a relief.
Oh my, why did they look so relieved?
In that case, Sam, why don't you go ahead and pay off our debt too?
Right, and starting tomorrow, we'll all be living here as well. As Paige's mother, I'll make sure to support her so she can focus on her studies. What nerve. Someone needs to teach them that life isn't that easy. Support? You've never supported me before, so how exactly do you plan to help now? Oh, well, by cooking meals.
Oh, no need. We have a chef for that.
Then, I could help with the laundry.
No worries there either. We have a dry cleaning service under our family's company, and Paige's laundry is handled by a dedicated professional. Please refrain from interfering.
Oh, well, there's always cleaning. I could keep everything spotless every day. Then Russell, the cleaning lady, arrived and started mopping around my parents, which made them go silent.
We're family. Family should be together.
Yes, that's right. We'll be a source of comfort for Paige. Comfort? More like shameful. You, parents who are willing to give away your daughter to some rich heir just to settle a debt, are suddenly talking about family being together? Don't make me laugh.
That's because we had no choice but to pay off the debt.
That's right, Paige. We didn't want to let go of you. You're precious to us. Precious Paige, huh? You couldn't even pay off $58,400 worth of debt with both of you working properly. You didn't even try to work. You just handed me over quickly. Well, that was because the person we owed money to was scary. Even if we worked hard, we couldn't have paid it off.
Exactly. The debt kept growing no matter how small the loan was. We had no choice but to borrow money to survive. We reluctantly let go of you, but it was all for your sake.
If we weren't struggling with money, we could have been a decent family. We had to move out of our apartment, so we have no choice but to live here and rely on Sam.
Sam, if you want to protect Paige, you have an obligation to help us, her parents.
Shut up, you pepperhead. Stop blabbering nonsense.
Pepperheads?
You were helped once, but instead of improving, you've gone and accumulated more debt. What a bunch of idiots. If you really cared about me, when you miraculously got out of the negative, you should have reflected and worked your butts off. That's what real parents would do.
But since we have someone helping us, there's no point in working, right?
Exactly, we hate wasting time. Oh, really? Then why are you wasting your time stuffing yourselves with unnecessary fat and living aimlessly?
I also hate waste. Oh, as expected from the young master. We get along well. I'll gladly spend my time and wealth on what's truly necessary. But cutting out the unnecessary things is just natural, right? Exactly! That's why I won't waste a single penny on you two. What? You're not giving us even a single penny?
Of course not. Huh? But aren't you going to pay off our debt? There's no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, because that would be a waste.
You really said it. Huh? But you're paying for Paige's university fees, right?
Yes, because that's not a waste. Paige is very talented. By supporting her, she'll have the opportunity to learn and make great strides. Eventually, I plan to have her join the family at my company. What?
They're shocked. They are shocked. I was shocked too. After the acceptance announcement, when I heard about the plan to have me join the family of the company Sam is running, I was stunned.
I've heard about Paige's exceptional abilities, and I also know that her parents are terrible, to the point where her high school education was at risk. I heard they've been exploiting their hardworking daughter by making her work part-time every day to steal her money. I just couldn't stand by. I'd pay $58,400, or even $5.5 million for Paige. But there's not a single yen of value in giving anything to you two.
Well, I don't know who you think you are, but that's rude. Fine, Paige will help us, won't you?
Give us some of the living expenses from Sam! We don't even have rice to eat tomorrow!
That sounds so fake. At least let us stay here. Paige, you'll be lonely without us, won't you? Lonely? You really do have balloons in your head, don't you? Huh? I can see right through your plan. You want to move in here and use my living expenses for your debt repayment, don't you?
Nope.
No,
that's not
it. I spent most of my high school years working part-time to pay for your living expenses and debt, and now you think I'd want to live with you again? But you'd be lonely without us, right? This is exactly why you're a straw head.
Huh?
Giving you money or spending time with you is all a waste. Ironically, since you're my parents, it's the one thing I want to eliminate. So, since you're a waste of time, I'm getting rid of you.
What did you say?
Paige, you're going to abandon your parents? Yep. After all, I have been burdened with your debt. Who wouldn't abandon you? Such a...
Ugh, if you're not going to help, I have other plans. I'll find out your university and tell everyone you abandoned your parents. You're heartless!
Huh?
That's not going to happen. What? Don't underestimate me! If I tell the university, Paige's reputation will drop like a rock!
Yeah.
If you don't want that, then pay off my $36,500 debt and send $3,650 a month for living expenses!
Yeah, you're smart. Honestly, in a way, you are smart.
Paige, I think these people's brains are like the cardboard tube of a roll of plastic wrap. Huh?
My plastic wrap tube. I was going to use it next. No. What is all this talk about brains and nonsense? Guess you wouldn't understand since your head's empty. Well, I wouldn't say that, though. Go ahead and tell my university if you want. I'm not sure it'll do much, though.
Ha! You think I can't figure out where your university is? I'm your father! I can track down your whereabouts however I want! You won't get away!
Well, those donut brain comments. I'm not hiding anything, so do whatever you want.
Fine. What's the name of the university?
Harvard University.
Huh?
Harvard University. It's an American university.
I know that. There's no way you could go there! Don't say such nonsense! Don't be like that. Paige is brilliant, you know. Harvard's a piece of cake for her.
He was made to study like crazy for a short time, though. If you think it's a lie, why don't you contact Harvard? Although I doubt they'll understand your language. Huh? So Paige is going to America? You're not going to live here?
She'll be flying to the US on an evening flight, so I plan to rent this place out to someone else. If you want to stay here, I won't be inviting you. You two tried to threaten your own daughter after all. We weren't threatening anyone! I won't let you say you weren't. You even asked me for money, right? That's a clear case of extortion. I'll have to tell my lawyer.
That's over the top. Sam, don't worry. I've got proof of the conversation recorded.
You recorded it? Of course. Paige is amazing, isn't she?
Not only will you not be paying off the debt, but it's only going to increase, it seems. That's not possible. Well then, enough with this pointless time. Let's start preparing for a bright future. Huh? Paige!
You abandoning us? Paige!
In the end, my parents were escorted out by strong bodyguards. After that, they were evicted from their apartment, unable to pay off their debts, and ended up running away together. But of course, they couldn't escape for long and were soon caught by scary people. Now it seems they're being forced to work in a harsh labor environment. Well, now I'm enjoying my college life.
It's almost time to graduate, Paige. I'm looking forward to what comes after.
I'm a little nervous about being able to meet your expectations, but I'll do my best.
Don't worry. I chose you for a reason. But if you don't want to join my corporate group's family, you can always do something else.
Huh?
Well, with my appearance, I thought you might not want to work with me.
That's not true. Actually, I feel a sense of familiarity with you, Sam.
Huh? In what way?
Your unique way of laughing. I also tend to laugh with a hi sound, so I don't mind the laugh.
Really?
Yes, at first I thought you were a little scary though.
Hey, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
For the rich heir who saved my future, I'll make sure to work hard. No, I mean... I'm Paige, 34 years old. Eric and I were together for years and finally got married recently. I quit my job and became a housewife. Eric started up a company a few years ago, and we planned to get married once his business got stable. Since my brother, Patrick, likewise the executive of a firm, began helping Eric's company, business expanded. He's the genius of the family. Eric and I were married happily for a while until... Do you want us to live with your parents? He suggested it abruptly.
Yeah, I told them that we want a child soon and a house. And my mom suggested we live with them so that we could save up faster.
Their house was near ours and our relationship was good up to that point, so I agreed. Paige, how many times do I have to tell you? You burnt the bacon again! Oh, I'm sorry. This is normal in any restaurant. Everybody likes it crispy. A few days after we moved in with them, Susan, my mother-in-law, started micromanaging me. And after a week, yelling at me became normal. She has two faces and is a very nice person to other people. Up until then, she was nice to me too, probably because I wasn't too close to her. Why did I stay? Because I got pregnant. I quit my job already. I couldn't raise my child alone, and she wanted to live with us because she wanted to take care of her grandchild. She was happy with my pregnancy, but kept abusing me. In the beginning, I was still patient. I also believed Eric would help me if it got too far. But he was very busy those days, and I didn't want to complain about my problem when he came home after midnight. So I thought I should be more patient and didn't tell Eric about this at all. One day, Todd, my father-in-law, came home in a bad mood. He had a hard time with his boss and yelled around the house.
That asshole! He's 20 years younger than me. How could he talk to me like that?
He sat down at the table and I put the dinner plate for him, saying, "You had a hard day?"
What do you know?
Then he threw the plate of chicken parmigiana on the floor. Before, when Susan was telling me some abusive words, he would say, "Stop doing that, you're embarrassing yourself." What the heck did you do? Oh, what a waste of food, Paige! I know you did it! We don't have any extra, so you don't get to eat it. Right, honey?
Yeah, it's her fault. She provoked me.
That's not...
What's this anyway? You call that chicken parmigiana? There's no cheese in it!
You have to cook from scratch again.
Yeah, you'll do that!
There is cheese in it, and I don't have extra ingredients for it. There's no bus in these hours. You can ride a bike, can't you?
That's right. It's only a 20-minute ride.
But I'm pregnant. I didn't know what to do. Then they snorted and said,
I'm doing you a favor. I'll eat this. Only tonight.
But the next day he took out his frustration at work on me again, and Susan just hopped on it and bullied me. How long will this continue? Do I have to put up with his harassment on top of her bullying? I can't take it anymore. I won't survive here. I decided to tell Eric. When he got home, I told him what's been going on and asked for help.
Can't you understand I've been super busy at work? I just got a contract with a big company. I've been trying to please people, and I'm exhausted. I'm irritated just thinking about it. That company president looks just like you.
Huh?
She calls me every time she has a tiny problem and keeps telling me, do something, do something. What kind of person is that? They don't even try to understand what I've been going through. Am I wrong?
Why are you asking me? Eric gradually joined the bully's squad. When he was in a really bad mood, he would even click his tongue when our bodies touched in bed. Susan's abuse escalated as well. One day, I was asleep in bed. Wake up, Paige! When I woke up, she was right in front of me. What's wrong? I glanced at the clock by the bed. It's 3 a.m. What happened? What happened? Oh, get up already. Go make breakfast. Huh? She dragged me out of my bed and I started making breakfast, not knowing what's going on. That happened the next day, and after that, she kept waking me up at 3 a.m. This was nothing for her since she would take a nap during the day, but my sleep was 2 hours on average, so I dozed off while using a knife. Hey, you! Wake up! How dangerous! Do you realize you're holding a knife? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this. Somebody, please help me. I was barely sleeping these days and I was worried about my baby. How long will this last? You're useless. The next weekend is Dad's birthday party. If you serve mediocre food, I won't forgive you. Listen carefully. I'm expecting 100% perfect hospitality for 10 relatives. That's right, his birthday is coming up. She's been nice to their relatives, so if I make a mistake, she won't forgive me. I was about to have a mental breakdown. Thinking about my unborn child, I couldn't leave there, but I wouldn't last there without going insane. I was having the same thoughts day and night. What could I do? Then one day I had a phone call. Hi, Paige? Phoebe! The moment I heard Phoebe's voice, I broke down on the spot. Just as I thought. Paige, don't worry about it. My sixth sense told me to call you. Phoebe has an amazing sixth sense. To start, if someone is looking for something, she can find it with it. She knew when my pregnancy happened. Of course, you knew what was going on with me. Paige, did you forget about our family's strength? We've solved so many problems together, didn't we? I was under so much pressure and I didn't know what to do. I know. When we're weak, we often don't make the right judgment. I can feel it. This weekend, somebody's birthday, isn't it? A special event? Todd's birthday. The relatives will come, and I was told to entertain them. 10 of them. Really? Then we want to be entertained as well. Mom? Actually, everybody's here. They all heard you. Paige, leave it to us. We will knock them out. You don't mind, do you?
Paige, leave it to us. We'll knock them out. You don't mind, do you? We'll let them know what'll happen if they mess with us. That's right. It's a showdown.
Our powerful family members are in action. Then the weekend came. That day, again, I was forced to get up at 3 a.m. and started cooking. What the heck is this? This dip! Oh, gross! Throw it away! Eric was home that day for his father's birthday.
You're such a failure as a wife, and such a bad cook! It's my birthday. If you don't make a perfect meal, I won't forgive you.
As usual, but when the guests arrived later on... Hi! Oh, thank you for coming. Please, come in. Oh, Paige and I were just cooking. Isn't that right, Paige? Sure. It's quite a transformation and scary. They never took it out on me in front of the guests, but a little later, the doorbell rang. Who could it be? I'm reheating the stew. Can't you answer the door, Paige? I opened the door and invited them in. The in-laws and Eric were stunned. They were my family and a few relatives marching in.
President?
Todd stepped back. He's the president of the company where Todd worked, and he told him without pause,
You're fired. I don't understand. I think I told you before that the president of your company is my distant relative.
It's a small town where we live, and these things happen often.
Yeah, but why suddenly?
Then Phoebe took out her iPad and showed a video to the guests. It showed him yelling at me, "You're a terrible cook," and slamming the tableware on the floor. I secretly recorded it. Their relatives were opening their eyes wide.
I heard that you don't do the job your boss assigns you. The president has considered firing you several times in the past, but he didn't take action because you were my daughter's father-in-law. When I showed him this video, he said he had no reason to stop him anymore. How could you? I was just... Because he was much younger than me and he was ordering me around and that hurt my pride and I just took it out on Paige! You just took it out on her? Are you joking? She's pregnant! Apologize to her!
He did as he was told, saying, "I apologize, please forgive me." But Susan gave me a cold glance. She probably thought I invited my family to get back at them. Then she said, "Is that so? Eric, now you have to earn more." As if Eric's company is doing well and that will make up for his father's loss of income. Not quite.
Eric is also in checkmate. I sent the video to the executives of your clients I introduced to you.
The next video Phoebe put up was Eric yelling at me. "Just looking at you makes me sick," and throwing the pot roast I made on the floor. Everybody there was speechless.
All of them said they wouldn't do any business with you anymore. You're joking! That could make my business... Bingo! Out of business, right? You can't do that to me! I also sent out that video to my friend from junior high. He said it was your friend before. It was a hit. And he's circulating it around now. You don't have many friends anymore.
Paul and Eric are the same age. Paul is a likable guy who has many friends. When he asks something to his friends, they will do it. Eric collapsed on the floor. Susan was in a panic. She couldn't keep up her usual face anymore. "Damn you! You're a daughter-in-law in this house! What makes you think you can do this to us?" She was about to jump on me. Then the young girl stopped her and asked Mom, "How are we going to teach her a thing or two?" Mom used to be a rebel, and these girls are my cousins and fans of Mom. They're motorcycle riders. Their looks are also thrilling. "Teach me?" Susan was trembling in fear. Mom walked over to her, snapping her fingers, and said, "I see you caused substantial damage to my daughter." Susan got teary-eyed. Phoebe showed the audience the last part of the movie, which was when Susan bullied me viciously. They all yelled, "The worst!" or "I don't want anything to do with her," and left the party. Susan cried loudly while my cousins restrained her. Todd was crying at my dad's feet. Eric was kneeling and seemed to have lost himself. It was like a scene from hell. Then I handed the divorce paper to Eric I had prepared in advance. "Goodbye, Eric. You will hear about compensation later from my attorney." I started packing my things with Phoebe's help. I looked around the living room before leaving and saw Todd begging the president.
"I'll do anything! Please don't fire me!"
Followed by, "Please spare my life!" They were helpless before my family, which was so much fun to see. Later, my divorce was final and I received compensation and child support. Eric's company went out of business and their assets were seized along with their property. They started over their life in an apartment with a shared bathroom, but after losing their work, Todd and Eric became so depressed and shut themselves in. Susan got sick and borrowed money from a loan shark. One day she sent me a letter that said they were sorry and wanted me to come back and help them. I shredded it immediately. They received cold stares from their neighbors and relatives. They seemed to have no one to turn to. That's karma. As for me, I came back to my parents' house and gave birth to my child. While my mom was helping me raise the baby, I went back to work at Patrick's company, which is a great environment to work in. When my daughter Penelope was 1 year old, we went on a family trip with the compensation I received. "What a relaxing suite we have. You can explore the town if you like while I'm watching Penelope." "Thanks, Mom."
Penelope's so cute. Do you want to play with these dinosaurs?
"Paul, did you bring your dinosaur figure with you? That may scare her."
She seems curious. That's my granddaughter. Our family doesn't get scared easily. Besides, she looks just like Paige.
I'm sure she will grow into an adorable girl like my sister.
Thanks, Patrick. I have another idea. Let's go on another trip when Penelope gets a little older.
Good idea. Why don't we bring along Grandpa and Grandma next time?
Sure, when are they coming back next? Not sure. Since they went to NASA, they rarely kept in touch. I don't know where they are now. Oh, I feel it. They're just entering the atmosphere. Does that mean they're coming back soon? Oh, I can't wait to see them. I'm Paige, a 35-year-old housewife with a job. After I got pregnant, I started working shorter hours, and I still work at my own pace. But my daughter, Pam, is 5 years old now, so I'm thinking to go back to working full-time. It's because my husband, Chris, doesn't feel happy about me working short hours. He wakes up later than me, but he still talks to me sarcastically.
You're so energetic from early in the morning.
It's the beginning of the day. I have to shake off my drowsiness with energy.
I'm so jealous of you, Paige. I'm too busy with work every day. I have no energy left. Oh, I'm so jealous that you only have to work part-time.
Here we go again. He's so gloomy from the morning. I go to sleep at midnight and wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to finish all kinds of chores. Unlike you, who goes to sleep at 10 and wakes up at 7. I have to motivate myself or I can't do anything. I really wanted to argue back, but I held it in. I know you're working hard. Keep it up. The more you smile, the more fun life is.
How can I smile when all I have is work in life? I'm different from a housewife who only works part-time as if it's a joke.
A joke? I have my own struggles. When he complains like this every single day, I get tired of him too. Hey.
Mom, good morning. Bonjour. 안녕하세요. Namaste. Yo este.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for the greeting in multiple languages. Thanks to Pam, who just woke up, I didn't have to get into an argument with my husband.
I'm trying my best to learn how to greet people in different languages around the world. Once I master these greetings, I'll be invincible.
Maybe. Seeing my innocent daughter, my anger for my husband soon disappeared. I have no time to waste on him anyways. My husband didn't even smile and went to work without eating breakfast.
What an unfriendly man.
Hey, don't talk like those madams who like to poke their nose into other people's business.
Mom, what do you love about him?
Oh, well, that's actually a hard question. Sometimes I get confused about why I love him.
We're able to survive thanks to you, but I guess he doesn't realize that.
I'm glad you think that way, Pam. But we're going to be late for kindergarten, so let's eat breakfast.
Okay.
I didn't want to show my daughter how selfish my husband was or when he was moody, but kids really pay attention. I guess I can't keep this going. A few days later, my husband was acting even worse towards me. He thinks I have plenty of time now that my daughter is getting older. He sleeps all day on the weekends, but he treated me like a lazy person despite completing all the housework. Chaotic, huh? Okay, I'm done cleaning, so should we go to the park with our lunch boxes?
Yay! Don't forget the egg rolls!
Of course. Can you help me make the rice balls?
Of course!
Very reliable. Does Daddy want to come along today? I said to my husband, who was about to take a nap on the sofa.
Why do I have to look after my kid on my day off?
Huh? I thought it might make you feel refreshed.
I work full-time every day, unlike you.
Oh, okay, that must be hard.
My day off is when I get to relax and relieve my stress. Let me rest.
I get it. What the hell is wrong with this guy?
You say like we're just hanging out as a family, but I know that you just want to make me look after our kid. And you want to go talk with your mom friends saying it's important to socialize.
It's not like that. Pam would want to play a lot. It's a weekend.
You don't make any money, but how dare you give me orders?
I'm not... Forget it.
I'm jealous of you, who has a lot of time. You going to the park? While I'm tired from working all week. Making a lunchbox using the money someone earned for you?
It's not like I invited him because I actually wanted him to come with us. When I didn't invite him the other day, he got sulky, saying, "Am I an outsider or what?" So that's why I invited him. When I don't invite him, he'll be like, I bet you don't care whether I'm home or not. Or, am I just an ATM who brings you money? Or, are you pretending like I'm invisible? Ugh, it's exhausting just to remember it. I'm inviting you now because I don't want you saying those things afterwards. I held in my anger and started to get ready for the lunchbox. Gosh, I was irritated. Very, very irritated. Irritated endlessly.
Mom!
Whoa, you surprised me.
Why are you zoning out? The rice ball's getting huge.
I was surprised after Pam pointed that out. While I was thinking about my husband, my rice ball turned huge without myself realizing. This is for Mom. You know I like to eat a lot.
Mom, you're so bad at keeping secrets.
Huh?
You're thinking about that big belly alien, right?
Big belly... What?
It's the creature that's on the sofa with his eyes half open. He's always being lazy. He has a big belly with a large snore. So he's an alien from the Troublemaker star, the Big Belly Alien.
You're right.
Those who are lazy are often unaware of their surroundings, so they tend to think that they work the hardest. That big belly alien doesn't know that you wake up at 5 and do all the chores. I just can't forgive him for saying those things to you who work so hard.
Pam...
If you can't tell that to him, should I tell him instead? You're the one being lazy. Look at your belly. How's that?
Thanks. But Daddy is also tired from working. I actually agreed to everything Pam said, but I can't say bad things about her father in front of his daughter.
Huh? Mom, you're being weirdly kind today.
Huh? Have I ever shown my mean side before? But it's not like I had no plans in mind. I was hesitating to separate Pam from her dad, but thinking back, there's absolutely no interaction between dad and daughter. I wonder why I was hesitating. Then I'll take action and even make him regret about getting married to me. A few days later, I was waiting for the right moment, and it was finally time. The most useless time in this world when he complains endlessly. It was when he came back home late after working, and it was absolutely the best timing to appeal about his work. Welcome home. Would you like to eat something?
No.
Here he goes again, how he's appealing, how tired he is.
I work hard day and night, and the money disappears so fast as your living expenses. I really can't do this anymore.
What the hell? You only give us the minimum barely enough to make a living.
I want to spend all day being lazy too. You only work part-time and short hours, but you act like we both work full-time. I'm so jealous. Oh, how nice it is to be a housewife with a part-time job. Making money is hard, you know. I bet you have no idea.
Of course I know. He'll feel like he's better than me if I keep silent. I guess it's about time to shut his mouth. Yeah, right. Making money is so hard. I know.
Huh?
I have to wake up early to make $7,000 a month, and it's really hard for me too.
My salary's lower than that.
I know. Oh, you don't wake up early.
Huh? But you said $7,000 or something. I don't make that much money.
Obviously, I'm talking about my salary.
Huh? What? What are you saying?
What I'm saying? I just said the truth.
There's no way you can make that much money from working just a few hours a day. You're making a mistake with the number of zeros, or maybe it's not in dollars.
Oh, he has no idea. Well, I knew that, so I took out my hidden item, my passbook, and handed it to my husband. Yes, my passbook with records of thousands and millions of money.
Huh? What is this?
Thanks for the reaction I wanted. Actually, I work a very specialized job from home, and I earn a pretty high salary.
There's no way you can make so much money.
Oh, while you're sleeping, looking ugly, I wake up 2 hours earlier than you, and I sleep 3 hours later than you in the night, plus I have more energy than you. So when Pam is at kindergarten, I work continuously without taking any breaks. After picking Pam up from kindergarten next to Pam, who studies, I work really hard as I glance at you playing games on your smartphone with a stupid-looking face.
Huh? Wait, aren't you being a bit too harsh?
Because it's the truth.
But there's no way a part-time job can pay you so much money.
Oh? When did I tell you that I worked part-time? I've been requesting to go to the office less often, but I'm working to the limit at home, so I make lots of money. It's really hard making $7K a month, taking care of my daughter and doing housework, especially when I have to listen to someone who doesn't work as hard as me complain every day.
How dare you say that I don't work as hard?
Oh, I haven't said anyone's name yet, but you're getting mad at me, so I guess you're aware that you don't work hard?
Ah!
You reassured me before getting married. Don't worry, I'm the man, so I'll go earn money for you. And I didn't want you to get sulky by replying that I make twice as much money, so I kept it a secret.
What the hell? Were you laughing at me behind my back?
Yeah, but now I can laugh at you straight in your face. To your wife who makes twice as much money, it was so embarrassing to see you insult me, saying, "You don't make any money." You make me do all the housework and only work outside, but you make less money than me. How come you act all bossy?
What the hell? I try my best too!
In your own way. So I did recognize your hard work and I kept this a secret. But you never respect me and kept on looking down on me, who's busy from early in the morning doing housework and working. Are your eyes decorations? When was I ever lazy?
Because a part-time worker like you, a middle-aged lady who works part-time at my company told me, she laughs saying it's easy to be a part-time worker because she doesn't have to be responsible. She said it's way harder to look after her husband at home.
Yeah, I agree with her on that. Looking after a stupid husband who looks down on a hard-working wife saying she has an easy life, with an expression as if to say he's the reason why she's alive, is really stressful, you know?
Stupid!
You never know if she actually thinks that being a part-time worker is easy because she doesn't have to be responsible. I bet she's just trying to make those annoying full-time employees who appeal their hard work. Some people don't show that they're working hard or struggling, so if you use too many negative words, you become a useless old guy surrounded by a negative aura like someone I know.
Are you calling me a useless old guy?
I never said it was you, but I guess you're aware that you have a negative aura around you.
Okay then, I'm gonna quit my job.
Huh?
There's no need for me to work, right? I'll be a home dad, so I'll quit my job.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Well, I kinda knew it. I knew office work wasn't for me. If I quit my job, I can be lazy just doing housework. All right, I'm gonna write my resignation letter.
I grabbed my husband's shoulder before he can head to the bedroom feeling upbeat.
What?
What should I say to this dumbhead? The words I pushed out of my mouth were, "Hey, you think life's so easy?
Huh?
You're quitting your job to do housework? Excuse me? You don't even know how to use the microwave and always ask me or Pam to do it for you, but how dare you say that?"
I can do that if you teach me.
You haven't been able to even after I taught you. And can you cook a nutritious meal thinking about what the dishes to cook every day? Clean the house, do the laundry, do things required by Pam's kindergarten, and do things your neighbors ask you to do? How dare you say that you'll be a home dad when you're not even aware of what you have to do every day at home?
But everyone does it.
Why can you be so confident that you can also do it if everyone else can? You're unable to do the things that happen at all households, where the husband respects the wife to maintain a good relationship as a married couple. All dads take their daughters to the park to make memories, but you haven't been able to do that, too. Usually the husband cooks on some of the weekends and carries the heavy groceries after going shopping together, but you never do these things. When you haven't been able to do anything that everyone else is capable of, how dare you say you can also do housework because everyone else can? There's no way. Everyone struggles before learning how to do it. There's no way someone who wants to be lazy can go through the struggle of learning.
Don't say that.
Oops, I made him cry.
I can do it too if I put my mind to it. You don't have to be so harsh on me, bitch. You're scary.
Gosh, he's actually crying. I had never talked back, so I bet he never expected me to be so harsh on him.
I just want to relax without having to work. I'm tired of being scolded at work and crying every day. Please, just allow me to be a home dad without any responsibility.
There are things I want to point out, but never mind. If you hate work so much, you could have just quit without waiting for my permission.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but in return, you're not going to be a home dad. You're just going to be a jobless old guy.
Huh?
Then I handed him the divorce papers that I prepared.
What is this? I won't get a divorce! There's no way I'm letting my wife who makes a lot of money go!
Ugh, he really is a bastard.
It's understandable if I ever cheated on you or if I borrowed money from someone, but why do you have to divorce me now?
Why? Huh? You're asking why?
Huh?
I am busy every day, but I do all the housework and look after my daughter alone. Imagine how I feel for being looked down on as a part-time worker every day. An uncooperative attitude to housework and insults to your wife are more than enough reasons to get a divorce. By the way, I've recorded all the insults you've been giving me every day, so I have proof too. If you don't want a divorce, I guess we have to find a lawyer. I won't recommend that though, because it's gonna cost you a lot of money.
No way.
I had already made up my mind to get a divorce with Chris, so I endured all of this to collect proof of all the insults he'd been giving me.
Okay, I'll divorce you then.
Oh, I'm thankful that he was more understanding than I thought, but...
In return, we're dividing our property equally.
Okay, that is his next move.
You had millions of money saved. If we divide it equally, I can play around for a while.
Ugh, I never thought you'd bring up the topic of dividing our property. Because you're dumb.
Don't underestimate me.
I can't help it. It's your right to get your share of property. I'll deal with that.
I might not be a home dad, but I can make a living by just working part-time.
I think you shouldn't quit your job, though.
We're getting a divorce. It's none of your business.
Well, yeah, but don't forget about child support.
I'll pay that to you all at once. I'm having a party now that I'm back being single again.
STUPID. If he's happy about it, I'm fine with that. Like that, we got a divorce. I obviously got custody, and now I live happily with Pam. You might be confused if I really did the right thing for giving him half of my property. There's no way I'm going easy on him. There's a reason why I showed him my passbook. A moment later, on my way home from court from our division of property, my ex was waiting for me outside. He looked furious.
Paige! You deceived me!
Huh? I have no idea. Just kidding. I obviously know why.
You knew that I won't get any money as a result of division of property?
Huh? You're not getting any money? What a surprise!
Oh, don't play dumb with me! I thought I'd be able to play around for a while, so I quit my job!
Oopsie, maybe you decided a bit too fast, but I thought I told you that you shouldn't quit your job.
Shut up! Why aren't you giving me half of your property? It doesn't make sense!
Right? It's unbelievable. I didn't know that the savings we made before marriage aren't included in the division of property. Just kidding. I knew it. Actually, the millions I had saved was from before I got married. The money I saved before marriage isn't a shared property, so it wasn't included in the division of property. Right after we got married, I got pregnant and I only worked short hours, then took a maternity leave. So I didn't make much money just as I got married. I only started making $7,000 a month this past year. So the money I made while being married for 6 years is probably $100,000 or something.
If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have agreed to the divorce. Let's cancel our divorce.
We can't cancel a divorce. Maybe you decided too fast to get a divorce before getting your share of property.
You deceived me. You knew that I wouldn't get any money.
Oh, I thought you already knew that the savings made before marriage won't be included in the division of property because it's common knowledge.
You definitely knew that. You should take responsibility and pay for my living expenses. Please? My room's a mess, and I haven't been able to eat a proper meal. You have to help me. I can't manage without you, bitch!
No thanks. I don't need a crybaby who can't make money nor do any housework. After that, the people on the streets called the police on him, and he was soon arrested by the police. Thanks to that, they forbid him from coming near me, so I got to cut relations with him completely. I received $500,000 for my share of property, so I'll save that money for later. My ex moved back in with his parents, but he struggled to find a job, and his relative hired him as a part-time worker. But I heard he's crying every day because they're so strict. I'm living peacefully with my daughter, by the way.
Mom, I'm done vacuuming the floor.
Thanks, you're a great help. She helps me with the housework even more now, so she's been a great help.
It's nothing. You cook, do the laundry every day, and look after me even when I'm unaware of it. Pam wants to be your help, Mom.
Pam, thanks. You're really a great help.
Mom, thanks. Arigato, merci, terima bearlala, mahalo.
I don't understand anything after merci, but I assume you're saying thank you in many languages?
Yep, I'm practicing to say thank you in different languages for the peace of the world.
You're such a good girl. Maybe I'll join you too. It makes you happy when someone thanks you. Let me tell you all once again, thank you viewers, everyone, for supporting us.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!